This is WWP Weekly Wrestling Podcast. Here, following Smash Wrestling faithfully at the tag team tournament, I'm here with Die Hard Eddie Edwards. How's it going, man?
It's all right. Unfortunate loser tonight, so it's never a good thing.
Can we get a hi, Eddie?
Hi, Eddie.
Eddie Edwards, Chris Hero tonight. I believe the first time ever teaming at YouTube?
I believe we teamed maybe a couple random tags when we were Sweet and Sour Inc. before, but it's been a long time. I think we maybe tagged in Japan a few times, but just, few and far between.
Absolutely. Here tonight, Smash Wrestling, one of the final independent dates for you here in Toronto. Talk a little about your experience here at Smash Wrestling, not your first time.
No, I mean, they've always treated it, as far as the office, and of course the boys in the back, they've always treated me great and treated, myself and Davey with nothing but respect. And, it's bittersweet. It's the last time for the foreseeable future, but I think we'll be back hopefully sooner than later. And, the fans up here in Toronto, not just for Smash, but in general, from the days back in Ring of Honor, have always been great, and they've always supported the Wolves, hardcore. So really appreciate it. They're true wrestling fans up here. Absolutely.
I know you kind of discussed Davey's injury earlier, but for those who didn't get to see that, talk a little bit about Davey's injury. What exactly happened?
Unfortunately, he, I don't know if it's a partial tear or a complete tear of his ACL, and he's had surgery. But like I said earlier, he is a maniac, and he is a training maniac. So he's already started his rehab, and he's on his way to recovery. So he'll be back, before the scheduled time frame, which I'm not even sure what it is. So he'll be back and better than ever, really.
Absolutely. And with that time frame, are we going to see you kind of do some single stuff in TNA? What's the plan?
I don't know. I'm up for it. Whatever they want to do with me, but I'd be more than happy to do some single stuff because I don't want to tag with anybody else, that's for sure. So
you're familiar with Rosemary here, Smash Wrestling, yes. Courtney Rush. She's a little bit of a...
She's out of her mind, yes.
A tad bit, yeah. Monsters Ball this past week. How about that match? How about the UK tour as a whole? Their third UK tour since being with TNA Wrestling. Talk a little about TNA and the vibe it brings.
Yeah, the UK has a special place in our heart because that's where the Wolves are actually born. We were born in Wolverhampton, England. That was the first time we ever tagged. That's where the name of the Wolves came from and all that.
The American Wolves,
yeah. So that's, we have a lot of history there. And the UK tours over there have always been a huge success, and we made our in-ring debut in the UK for them. So it holds a special place in our hearts. So every time we go back there, the crowd's always electric, and the shows are great. And like you said, we had this Monsters Ball this past time. So I think we left our mark in the UK like we always do. Absolutely.
Tag team wrestling seems to be booming right now. For the Wolves, what are you guys looking forward to most when you come back to the independent scene?
We just want to wrestle the best teams, the so-called best teams, or the best teams on the indies. Of course, we think of ourselves as being the best tag team around. Yeah. So we just want to get in the ring with whoever the top teams are and just put on the great matches that we do, and we just want to go out there as we do no matter where we go, whether it's indies, it's TNA. We just want to go out there and steal the show. Yeah.
Davey Richards did Ask Me Everything on Reddit recently for Smash Wrestling and talked a little bit about the reason why you guys turned down NXT and the reason why you guys went with TNA. Talk a little bit about that NXT tryout, talk a little about, the American Pit Bulls, where the name came from, and then why you guys turned down the NXT opportunity.
We've talked about it in length, and it's at this point, it's a few years old now, so, it just wasn't the right time or right place for us, and TNA... they've since proved that it was a great decision for us to go there at the time.
5-time tag team champions.
And they've treated us well. And, for Davey, he has his other jobs. He's a paramedic, he's an EMT, he's going to school to be a doctor. So he has a lot of outside interest.
Yep.
Me, I'm just a loser, and I just wrestle and go to the movie. That's about it. But it just worked best for us. We have a little more freedom with TNA, and they've done well by us, and we will do right by them.
And again, I'll give you the platform to throw at anything, social media, upcoming dates. I know you guys got a few more dates here in the independent scene that you want to cover beforehand.
Yeah, just if you want to check out my Twitter, it's at the Eddie Edwards, and just continue to support indie wrestling. You guys do a great job of putting it out there, and really appreciate that. There's a lot of good stuff going on, whether it's indies or the main stage, mainstream. it's a golden age right now, and you don't want to look back and say you missed it. So you just got to watch as much wrestling as you can right now.
I was going to say, like, whether it be Challenge TV, Pop TV, Fight Network, catch TNA any way you can, because they're really putting out a great product right now. I got to stress that.
Yeah, like we discussed a little bit earlier, that TNA, they may have a bad rep, a so-called bad rep from a few years ago, whatever, but if you give them a chance now, you're not going to be disappointed, because the shows that have been going on, the matches, the in-ring quality is just top-notch right now. And the storytelling has just been unreal. So, and you'll get to see the Wolves. So what's wrong with that?
Absolutely. And how long till we see you in the ring with that Mike Bennett guy?
I don't know. Hopefully sooner than later, because I love beating the hell out of him.
Eddie, you've always been a pleasure, man. Thank you very much. You deserve that money, man.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you, guys.